This is the 22nd video of Napoleon, the wargaming of Napoleon's Waterloo campaign. This is series 2, and in this series I am playing the British and the Prussians, and the game's artificial intelligence is playing the French. In series 1 it was the reverse. So it is June 15th, 1815, 8:30 p.m. and it's dusk, which means visibility is a mere 3 hexes, which means you cannot see any enemy units that are more than 3 hexes away from any of your units. And we're looking at Allied movement phase. So let's take those yellow squares off. They're just objectives. We don't need that. Okay, let's see what we've moved and what we haven't. Looks like all these guys have moved. These guys have moved. These guys have moved. What I'm doing is I'm calling up the J map here, which lists the whole battlefield. Let's see about this guy. And I'm just clicking on units, and then I click on them and I can tell how many movement points they have left, which is usually 0, which means they've moved. These guys haven't, but I believe I'm closing up the line here. Yeah, these guys have, so these are okay now. Let's see what we got going on here. This is the main area. Okay, these guys have moved. Ah, these guys have moved. I'll bet everything's moved here. He hasn't. We'll move him right there. Okay. These guys haven't. All right. So this is second corps. This is second corps. Oh, he's moved. Okay, these guys should probably move this way. Bright Green Division, or brigade in this case. The Prussians call them brigades, but they're actually divisions in any other army. Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see if these guys moved. Yes. All right. So, well, we've got a third division here, or brigade. Got one up here, one down here, and another one over here, the light blues. These guys have moved. How about these guys? These guys have moved. Okay, looks like all these guys have moved. Yep. So unless we get some reinforcements, which we do. Okay, this is interesting. A supply unit way out here in the middle of nowhere. Another field train. Jeez, I've got so much supply as it is. I could never use it. I'm getting more. Okay. That's it then. French defensive. Okay, he's going to work that guy over. All right. It's not very many casualties. Allied offensive fire. This guy's low on ammo, so he doesn't get any. Next, Allied melee. We don't have any. French movement. Oh, visibility is down to 2 hexes. Night is coming fast. I believe next turn will be night. A lot of bad shit happens at night. First of all, you can only see 1 hex. Second, if you move, you accrue 50 fatigue points. If you fire, you get 50 fatigue points. If you accumulate over 100 fatigue points, your morale is reduced by 1. If you accumulate 200, your morale is reduced by 2. If you accumulate 300, your morale is decreased by 4. The lower your morale is, the easier it is for you to rout. And with the decrease in morale, I believe your effectiveness as a unit decreases, which means your firepower and your movement. So unless it's absolutely necessary, you don't want to be doing anything at night. And that's not always possible when you're in close proximity. But when you're far apart, like we are, yeah, it's doable. And I don't know what the French are going to do. The French are doing a lot of movement now. But I'm going to try to do nothing. And if the French keep moving all night, they're going to be really tired come daylight. And what happens is fatigue, I forget how much goes away at night, but it's like 3 times more than goes away during the day. So if your units are fatigued with dawn, they're going to be worthless pretty much for the entire day. And the reason you recover a lot slower during the day is you've got the sunrise, you've got the heat, you've got the light, you've got animal noises, you've got marching noises. Sometimes you have combat. I mean, there's just a whole lot of noise going on. You're going to have to make food. You're probably starving if you've marched all night. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen so that you aren't going to get any sleep at all. And that's reflected in the game rather accurately, I guess. So look at all this movement. That little blue donut indicates AI is moving continuously. Now there's a, see, you saw that pause, that means it's going on to something else. What AI does is it determines all the orders, and in another game it'll actually show you the speed at which it's doing that, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll go up to like 160 or something like that. And those are all the orders it's gonna give their units. And then in the second phase, it starts executing the orders one by one. So it counts down from 160, 159, 158. And sometimes that countdown is real fast if they're not doing real complex things. Sometimes it takes a little longer. But AI goes, I don't know, 3 times faster than a human could. So now that it's going continuously, it's either developing or executing the orders, lickety split. You know, like bam, 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 bam. That's just about how fast it goes. So I don't know whether AI woke up to the fact that it has to do something or what, or it's just going into like a safe position. Neither one of us know where our armies are at. I'm too far away from AI, and AI really doesn't do any scouting, so it has no idea where I am. And I really have no idea where it's at because I don't have any scouts down here. Now, come morning, I'll start to send skirmishers down the road to try to find out where he is. Okay, defensive fire. Now I can fire, which I will. 2 guards units. 12. Okay. That's about all I can do. French offensive. 3. French melee. I'm wondering when he's going to finally melee that guy. Okay, it's still dusk, so I can do movement without any fatigue penalties, which I'll do. Okay, let's do the outline movement here. Get a little closer. Oh boy, these guys are spread apart. Well, next turn will probably be dark, so the first turn of daylight, I'll have to reorganize these guys and tighten them up. The problem is I hit a bad patch of road where it took a lot of movement to cross. And as a result, these guys got all spread out. You can see they were all together. And this is what that patch of road, where the hell is it? It's like way back here. Now, you can see these guys are all together, and then these guys are all spread out. You can just about tell where the bad patch of road was. And it'll be just up here, I think. Oh. Here it is, starting right there where that second arrow is. And extending up here. You can see now they're all spread out once they cross that bad patch. It's 4 hexes. But it spreads everybody out. why somebody wouldn't improve that road. It's right in the middle of a really good road. It's like you're driving down a 4-lane highway, and then there's like a single lane dirt road for about 10 miles. Then it turns back into a 4-lane highway. I mean, I don't get that. It's like when somebody say, Jesus, maybe we should make this patch a 4-lane highway. Nope, just leave it a dirt road, that's fine. Yeah, next turn, basically I'll do nothing. And I assume next turn will be dark. That's when your fatigue penalties come into being. I'll just get a little extra movement here, and that'll be that. In daylight, if my scouts discover the French are moving up on me, I'll just stay where I'm put. But if I discover they're not doing anything, then I'll have to come down after them. And that'd be weird. Napoleon was always real aggressive, taking the initiative. In this game, he's just sitting there warming his butt on the fire, hoping someone comes to attack him. I mean, that's kind of bizarre. What's with this guy? Is he... oh, he's one of those slow guys. Yeah, we'll put him at the end. I'm going off the edge of the damn mouse pad again. Oh, come on. Oh, was that it? Yes, okay. Let's go over here, see what we've got. Okay, I guess these guys will continue to go down here. It's like the 3rd Brigade in the Corps, it looks like, in the 2nd Corps. So we'll put it out here on the flank. All the greenies. Now, we got Prince of Orange. He's in charge of this whole corps. I think I'll leave him in road mode. Bring him down to here. Put this green division on the road. Who the hell is this? Oh, this is cavalry. Uh, Scots Greys. Oh, elite outfit. Is that what this is? Yes. Okay, they can be on the road. Where am I gonna put the rest of these guys though? Okay, here's infantry. These are the pinkies, which is that Netherland division. So, okay. Only one of them. Huh. Anybody else up this road? Yep. Hardly any British. If I hadn't gone straight north, and what's the matter with this guy? Oh, he's moved. Oh, I moved those guys. That's right. If I had gone off to Lanay as the Prussians, the French would have found nothing. I mean, look at how few British units there are, all the way up to Quatre Bras. Could have just shot up that road. But no, you don't want to do that. And this is the result. I'm ready. Ready for action. Okay, now who are these guns with? Third Corps. All right, they're kind of reserve. I guess we'll bring them up and put them on the road here. Must be Corps artillery. What is going on here? I wonder, instead of doing left click, right click, these are just the rules. Okay. If I can just do left click. I hate switching fingers. Cursor. Alright, that's not it. Ah, nuts. check some of these other settings. That's probably not going to be under view. That's too bad. In some of the games I play, and I guess it's not this company, it's probably Matrix or Slytherin. You can set the cursor so you can either click on the left side and the right side, or both click on the left side. I'd rather click on the left side in all instances, not the right, because you have to switch fingers. It's a lot of effort. Okay, this guy. Oop. Still got more stuff here to pass. He's going to be as a rear guard. He's going to sit on that junction as a warning. If any units try to pass, any enemy units try to pass by that intersection, then I'll know about it. I think this is it. Yep. What's this guy doing here? Oh, he's on an intersection. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that is it. Let's see if I get anything. Nope. All right, I think this will be night. No, it's still dusk. 8:45. Yeah, I think 9 o'clock is dark then. It's usually on the hour. And darkness they're 1 hour turns. So it'll go like 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. Otherwise, they're quarter hour turns during daylight. No melee. So this will be probably the last time you can move without fatigue penalties. Now that unit disappeared. Where it's going, I do not know. I really like this strategic Waterloo game. You just have so many other variables that you can have completely different battles under completely different circumstances. And with Fog of War, that's really interesting because you have a lot of unexpected situations, and then, has your deployment facilitated the handling of that, or are you caught out of kilter? That's the fun of playing these Fog of War games, which you never really can play with a board game. They try to do that, and they'll give you dummy counters, but it's not the same. You can see what's happening. If you see a big flanking operation, all you have to do is send a unit out there, and right away they'll find out they're all dummy counters. Here, you don't even know what's happening. You can't see. Whereas a board game, you can always see every counter that's there. You can see it. So I've got, I don't know, I might have 100 board games. But ever since I started playing these, those aren't played. A lot of them have very nice maps too, but I'll probably never play them. There's a lot of companies now coming out with a lot of online games. And another huge advantage is you can have gigantic maps. For instance, what is that battle? Oh, the Virginia campaign of 1864. It's a Civil War game. It has 1.1 million counters. Imagine that. Now, in a board game, I've played SPI's War in the Pacific and SPI's War in Europe. And those are huge maps for board games. Now, in the War in Europe, that map is 8 foot by 8 foot. You cannot reach the center of that map. You just can't do it. And we're talking 1.1 million hexes, which is probably at least 10 times the size of that map. I did a calculation on the Battle of Leipzig Napoleonic map. That was 500,000 hexes, and that would have measured 56 feet by 56 feet, which is probably pretty close to a high school gymnasium. And this game's twice as, well, not this game, but the Virginia campaign is over twice that big. So it'd be like, I don't know, 75 or 80 feet. Jesus, that's unreal. You look at these board games, it's like, that's nothing. This is a real, even this, I don't know how many hexes this is, but this is a real. No wonder. Oh, while it's farting around here, it's going to probably be moving for a while. Let's see if we can find out how big this game is. This is the company, Wargame Design Studio. Oh, shoot. This is goddamn advertising now that always comes up. I've got most of these games. Here's Waterloo. See if they, whoop, come on. See if they say anything about the map size. Features. 166 scenarios. 250,000. Okay. So it's half the size of, well, half as many. It's not going to be half the size. It's half as many hexes. It won't be half the size because, as you go out on a row of hexes, you have more and more hexes as the circle gets bigger. So it'll be still a lot bigger than any board game could be. All right, Allied defensive fire. I do get some defensive fire here. It's not quite night, so I'll take it. Keep shooting at this guard. 26, that wasn't too bad. French offensive, okay. He only gets 4, so I got 6 times more fire than him. French melee. Allied movement. Whoa, it's 9 o'clock and it's still dusk. If that is, oh, I see, because, yeah, it's the French movement, the next French movement, it'll be dark, I think. I think that's the way it works. Okay, gives me a little more movement, that's fine. I can go with that. Yeah, I think this will undoubtedly be the last move before night. At night, I'm not moving anything because there won't be any need to. The French, we'll see. I'm curious. I think he will be moving stuff, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't think AI has any idea where I am. Of course, I'm in the same situation as him, but I have all the roads picketed, so I'd know if he's coming up on me. I should have got that supply off the road. Okay, that's it. These guys. Holy mackerel. I've got to go one more turn before I tighten these guys up. I want to make sure everybody's past that bad patch in the road. Guess we'll just put these guys on the road here. This is some cavalry, huh? Well, I should probably keep some cavalry on this side of the army. What the hell is this doing up here? Come on. All right. These guys move? Nope. La Belle Alliance. Everyone should remember that name. That's where Napoleon pretty much stayed for the Battle of Waterloo. And there's La Haye Saint, the Sand Pit, the Hugomont. I don't know why they don't just use the normally accepted name de Grumont. Who the hell knows it by that name? I don't care if the frogs do call it that. Call it the Hugomont. That's the way it normally is referred to. Okay, I believe we're all done. See if we get any reinforcements. No. Now, I believe this turn should be dark. Geez, 9 o'clock and it's still dusk. Man. take my fire. Defensive fire. Oh, it's offensive fire. I don't get any. Let me just check parameter data. Oh, the dumbbells don't say when it's dark. It says dawn and dusk. Hours of twilight, 1. Okay. So 8:15, 9:15. Okay. Guess they want you to figure it out. Oh, so another 2 turns. Okay. Well, it's okay with me. Oh, what am I doing? It's offensive fire phase. We got to get through that. Melee. Nope. French movement. Where are you moving, Frenchies? Could be he's moving around my pickets. I should reposition them. But I've got a lot of them along the road, so if he's moving north, I'll pick them up. And most other directions. The only other viable way to move is east. And I've got pickets there, so I don't know what the hell he's doing. If he's taking a position down here, maybe he is. A defensive position somewhere. That would not be to Napoleon's advantage because the Russians and Austrians are continuing to march towards France. And the longer this takes, the less time, even if Napoleon wins, the less time he'd have to react against those two armies. So it's a weird strategy that the French look like they're doing. But I'll bet AI is digging in somewhere. We'll have to see where, I guess, tomorrow morning. Well, the next days, when I start moving south, I'll undoubtedly come across him somewhere. And we'll see where he is. First I'll lead with my skirmishers, then the cavalry, and then the army. It's only turn 44 out of 388. Hmm. Okay, Allied defensive fire. I get to shoot. 27. Not bad, not bad. Disordered, low on ammo, and isolated. That guy's just about had it. I don't know why the two guards units there don't melee me, but hey. See, he only gets 4. 4 and no effect. That's because he's in column. Why don't you switch to line, dummies? Don't you know that rule? Whoop, now, as you can see, it's night. Visibility 1 hex. Okay, night occurred at 9:15. All right, I got no movement, so guess what? Next, French defensive. Okay, I got no offensive fire, so now we'll see if the Frenchies move. Okay, now we're gonna see. Yeah, he's moving. Wow. Why would you want to do that? Just accruing fatigue for nothing. He hasn't even located me. Why doesn't he wait till daylight? Look, he's moving a lot of stuff too. Oh. Oh, how do you figure robot logic? I've got a robot now. It's probably Japanese robot that can actually carry on a conversation with a person. I mean, that's more than the dummies in the Z generation can do. They're too stupid to do that. They like look down on their shoes, even bring their mommies to interviews. They just look down at their shoes while their mommy does all the talking. Or uh, they don't even interview. They just live off the dole and their mommy till that runs out. And then I guess I don't know what they do. Go be a street person, live on the cement sidewalk. But yeah, that robot I saw was kind of interesting. It's smarter than most Z generation humans already. It was carrying on a conversation better than one of those woke dopes could do. That robot was pretty smart too. It had a huge database. So the end is coming for humans. It's going to take a while, but it's going to come. That's a sure thing. It'll be like Planet of the Apes, except it'll be the robots that are the apes. Look at this guy. Jesus. I mean, that really astounds me that he would be moving like this. Why? I have to look at my scouts and see if they discover anything. He's moving a lot of stuff. And I thought these night turns are going to go pretty fast. When's daylight, by the way? Dawn, 3:15. Oh, that's early. That's good. I'm still cranking away. So there's only 4 more turns a night. Oh, he's brought up another unit against that surrounded unit. Well, melee's going to be pretty tough because that surrounded guy, I think, is still over 500 men. Of course, he's disordered now, so that cuts it in half. But actually, yeah, he is disordered, so I should move into the... I'll see if I can move into this village hex. That'll give me a defense of 20%. Well, I might as well do that as long as I'm disordered. It doesn't matter. Okay, defensive fire. Keep firing at that same guy. Let's see what the Z map looks like. Anybody, any Frenchies discovered? Nope. Okay. French offensive fire, 6 men. 3. Okay, melee. Oh, he's meleeing me. Oh, he got me. What a shame. Oh, no, I have no reporting. Finally got that guy. Oh, so sad. Well, he got his weight in casualties. All right, I'm not moving. See if I... He's probably going to force me to take that unit. Yeah. I'm not going to move it because I'll just get fatigue points. So we'll go on to the next phase. French defensive fire, Allied offensive. Don't have anything to do now at all. Melee. French movement. Okay, this will be the end of the turn. I actually should have ended it before I went to French movement, but that's okay. God, look at all that movement he's doing. Unreal. Okay. We're going to end it here. So we'll continue on tomorrow.